Hello everyone, magandang buhay sa lahat. Welcome na welcome po kayo dito sa aking Mathematics Tagalog tutorial. Sa video na ito ay papaliwanag ko po sa inyo about solving problems involving system of linear equations in two variables. There are many kinds of problems that involve system of linear equations in two variables. We have number problems, geometric problems, uniform motion problems, mixture problems, and investment problems. Ang discussion po ng bawat problems or solving problems ay medyo mahaba. So I decided to cut the videos into parts. So for part 1, I discussed number problems. For part 2, geometric problems. For part 3, uniform motion problems. For part 4 video, mixture problems. And for part 5, investment problems. So sa video na ito, I am going to discuss uniform motion problems, and this is part 3 of my discussion about solving problems that involve system of linear equation. Kung hindi pa po ninyo napanood yung part 1 and part 2 videos about number and geometric problems, pwede lang po ninyong balikan dito po sa ating playlist. At abangan po ninyo yung part 4 and part 5 discussion ko about mixture problems and investment problems. Okay, so let's start for problem number 1. A boat travels 32 kilometers up in the river in 8 hours. The return trip takes 4 hours. What is the rate of the boat in still water? What is the rate of the current? Okay, so this problem is all about uniform motion problem. Again, kaya po siya tinawag na motion problem kasi yung problem po ay tumutukoy sa movement ng object. So ito po ay travel of a boat in a river. Okay, and we all know kapag sinabi po nating river ay meron pong daloy yung tubig o dumadaloy po yung tubig mula sa mataas pababa po. Okay. So yung boat, pwede pong mag-travel paayon sa ilog, sa tubig, at pwede rin po siyang pag-travel o mag-travel pasalungat sa agos ng tubig. Okay. So how to solve this problem? Ang first question po ng problem is, what is the rate of the boat in still water? So ano pong ibig sabihin pag sinabing still water? Ang still water po, ito po yung stagnant water. Ito po yung hindi gumagalaw na tubig. So gaano po kaya kabilis yung boat kapag yung tubig po ay stagnant? At second question, what is the rate of the current? So ang current pong tinatawag dito ay ano daw po yung bilis ng agos ng tubig sa ilog. Okay. So, yung given dito ay 32 kilometers up in the river at 8 hours ang travel. And then yung return trip naman ay 4 hours yung travel. Okay. So kapag yung first travel po niya ay up in the river, ito po ay upstream, yung pong return trip ay downstream. Okay? O kaya ay paayon sa tubig. So to solve this problem, we're going to let x for the rate of the boat in still water. So kung ano po yung hinahanap ng problem, yun po yung lalagyan po natin ng variables. Okay? So yung first question is, what is the rate of the boat in still water? Kaya, x is the rate of boat in still water. Yun po kasi yung unang tanong. Then yung second question, what is the rate of the current? Kaya, we let y as the rate of the current. Para mas madaling ma-solve yung problem na ito at mas madali po ninyong maintindihan, we are going to solve this using table. Okay, start po tayo sa table. Sa table, yung first column, ilalagay po natin yung travel ng boat. So, pag sinabi po nating up in the river, another term po yan ay upstream. Ano po? Upstream, paakyat po sa river. At yung return trip, kapag pabalik na siya, ang paayon na sa tubig, iyan po ay downstream. Okay? So, may tatlo pa pong column dyan. Since tumutukoy po tayo sa motion problem, kaya gagamitin po natin yung formula ng distance. And we all know that pag yung tinutukoy natin ay distance, kailangan natin yung rate and time. Okay? So kasi rate po yung ating isosolve. So for the rate of downstream, kapag downstream, ibig sabihin, paayon ka sa tubig, pababa. Okay? Ngayon, yung rate ng boat at yung rate ng current, current, ito yung bilis ng tubig, pagsasamahin po natin yan. Kaya x plus y ang rate ng downstream. Kasi halimbawa, yung boat paayon sa tubig mabilis, dadagdagan pa po ng bilis ng tubig. Kaya magpa-plus po yung bilis ng tubig at yung bilis ng boat, kaya x plus y. Ano po? Kasi ito po yung rate at ng boat at rate ng tubig, ng current, kaya x plus y. Now, how about upstream? Magkasalungat po siya. So, yung tubig ay pababa, yung boat naman ay paakyat naman. So, magsasalungat yung bilis ng tubig at yung bilis ng boat. Kaya ang gagawin po natin dyan ay ima-minus natin yung rate ng boat dun sa rate ng current ng tubig. Ano po? Kaya x minus y. Okay. So, yun po yung concept kapag ang pinag-uusapan po ay uniform motion problem. Okay. Now, yung time for up in the river, ibig sabihin ng up in the river, ito po yung upstream, ito po yon 8 hours. At yung pabalik po niya, return trip, downstream, 4 hours. So, this will become, so yung time po ng downstream ay 4 hours at yung upstream naman po ay 8 hours. Okay. And then, for the distance, so, ang sinabi po lang dito ay a boat travels 32 kilometers up in the river in 8 hours. So, ibig sabihin, yung travel po ng boat ay 32 kilometers. So, ibig sabihin, ang distance po ng upstream ay 32 kilometers. And then, return trip, since kapareho lang po ng distance ng pababa at paakyat, kaya pareho po silang 32 kilometers. Okay. So, ang next po ay, kunin po natin yung formula ng distance. At yung formula ng distance is rate times time. Okay, so rate times time. So, kung ang distance po ng downstream ay 32, that is equal to rate times time. Okay, so ang rate po ng downstream ay x plus y at ang time po ay 4. Kaya 4 times x plus y. Rate times time. Okay? At for the upstream, 32 ang distance, that is equal to rate times time. So ang rate po ay x minus y at ang time po ay 8. Kaya pwede pong 8 times x minus y. So mula po dito sa table, paano po tayo mag-create ng system of linear equations? So dapat dalawa pong equation ang kailangan nating makuha dyan. So ang equations po na yan ay, ito po yung ating unang equation, x times 32 is equal to 4 times x plus y. Or pwede po nating interchange po, mauna yung, or mahuli yung 32 that is equal to 4 times x plus y. Okay, okay, this one. At yung second equation, ito naman po, pwede po nating ihuli din, or right side yung 32, this one, and then 8 times x minus y. So here, we are going to simplify these two equations. 4 times x plus y, this will become by distributive property. 4 times x is 4x, then 4 times y is 4y. That is equal to 32. And then sa second equation, 8 times x is 8x minus 8 times y is 8y. So 8x minus 8y then equal to 32. So yung dalawang equations po na yan, ang i-consider natin as system of linear equation. We are going to solve for x and to solve for y para makuha po yung x is the rate of the boat in still water at yung y naman po na value is the rate of the current. Okay, so let us use the two equations to solve for the rate of the boat in still water and the rate of the current. Okay, so ito po ay nag-form tayo ng system of linear equations in two variables. So we are going to solve for x and y. So ang gagawin ko po dito ay using elimination method. So pag elimination method, we are going to multiply a number in first equation and another number sa second equation. So ang gusto ko pong eliminate dito ay yung variable y. Kaya ang i-multiply ko po ay 8 and 4. Okay, so yung 8 po ay numerical coefficient ng y sa second equation, multiply natin sa first equation. At yung 4 naman ay numerical coefficient ng y sa first equation, kaya multiply natin sa second equation. So here, hindi na po tayo maglalagay ng negative dito sa ating i-multiply. Kasi dito sa ating equation, yung 4y ay positive at yung 8y naman po dito ay negative. So magkaiba na po sila ng sign, so no need to indicate sign here or negative sign here. Okay? Multiply 8 sa lahat ng terms sa ating equation. Okay? So this will become, sa first equation, So 8 times 4 is 32. Kaya ito po ay 32x. And then 4y times 8 is 32y. And then is equal to 32 times 8 is 256. Okay? And sa second equation naman, okay, this one, this will become 4 times 8x is 32x. Next, 4 times negative 8y is negative 32y, kaya minus 32y is equal to 32 times 4 is 128. Okay, now we are going to add the result. So here, notice here we have 32y plus negative 32y or 32y minus 32y. So iyan po ay ika-cancel natin. So sa x naman, 32x plus 32x is 64x. Okay? Kung na-cancel natin yan, again, ang cancellation po ay kapag magkapareho yung number or variable at magkaiba po yung kanilang sign, then that will become 0. Okay? Or wala na po yan. Okay? That is equal to 256 plus 128 is equal to 384. Now, we have the equation 64x is equal to 384. So, to solve for x na lang po ang natitirang variable dito. Remove 64, applying multiplication or division property of equality. Okay? And then we are going to cancel 64. So, ang matitira po dito ay x is equal to 384 divided by 64 is equal to 6. So, we have now x is equal to 6. So, the value of x is equal to 6. Okay. Now, we are going to solve for the value of y. So, ilagay ko po dito yung value ng x. I-clear po natin ito para makompute po natin yung value ng y. For value ng y, ay mamimili tayo ng isang equation alinman dito sa dalawang equation. So, ang pipiliin ko po ay yung first equation, 4x plus 4y is equal to 32. And then, we're going to substitute the value of x na na-solve natin, x is equal to 6. Substitute natin dito sa ating equation and then solve for the remaining equation. Okay, so here, ang value ng x ay 6. So, 4x, so 4 times 6 plus copy 4y is equal to 32. Okay? Substitute ko lang po dito yung value ng x which is 6. Kaya 4x, so 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is equal to 24. Okay? And then copy again plus 4y is equal to 32. So here, we're going to combine 24 and 32. I-move natin yung 24 sa right ng equal sign. So this will become, kapag i-move natin ito, ang matitira po dito sa left ng equal sign ay 4y is equal to 32. So 24, if you're going to move to the other side of the equation, change the sign. So positive 24, that will become negative 24. So kapag negative 24, yan po ay magiging minus 24. Okay? So we are going to subtract this one. 32 minus 24, that is equal to 8. Okay, so we have now 4y is equal to 8. We are going to solve for y. May kasamang 4. Again, applying division property of equality, divide by 4 to cancel 4. So let's become y is equal to 8 divided by 4 is 2. So the value of y is equal to 2. So we have now x equal to 6. Ang x po ay rate of the boat in still water. At ang y naman po ay rate of the current. So paano po natin yan sasagutin yung question? To answer the question, baba po natin dito, dalawang questions po yan. Unahin natin yung first question. What is the rate of the boat in still water? Okay, this one. So, ang rate po ng boat in still water ay x. So, ang x po dito ay 6. Since iyan po ay rate, ito po yung kanyang magiging sagot. The rate is 6 km per hour. Okay? And then, for the rate of the current, baba ko po yung question dito. What is the rate of the current? Ang rate of the current is y. Ang y is equal to 2. And then our answer is, the rate of the current is 2 km per hour. So take note na yung nasolve po natin na x6 at y2, yan lang po ay value. Dapat lalagyan po natin ng unit. Kapag rate po ang pinag-uusapan, kailangan po yan ng distance at time. Ano po? So, kilometer per hour. Bakit po kilometer? Saan po kinuha yung kilometer? Kasi ang unit po ay 32 kilometers. Yan po yung distance. So, kilometer. Okay? At yung time naman, T ay hour ang unit. Kaya, hour po yung ginamit dito. Okay? Okay, so how about this problem number 2? Motorbike A and motorbike B move towards each other that is 225 kilometers apart. If the rate of motorbike A is 40 km per hour, while motorbike B has a rate of 35 km per hour, in how many hours will they meet? Okay, so again, this problem is all about uniform motion problem. Now, how are we going to solve this problem? Intindihin po natin yung problem. So we have motorbike A and motorbike B. And they're going to travel towards each other. Pag sinabi po natin towards each other, papunta po sila sa isa't isa o magsasalubong po sila sa gitna. At ang layo po nila sa isa't isa ay 225 kilometers. Now, given here, the rate of motorbike A, 40 km per hour at motorbike B, 35 km per hour. Yan po yung speed o bilis ng dalawang motorbike. The question is, how many hours will they meet? Ibig sabihin, ang hinahanap po ng problem ay yung time kung saan magsasalubong yung dalawang motorbike. Okay, so isa lang po yung hinahanap ng problem. To answer the problem, we are going to let X time travel by motorbike A and B. Okay, so isa lang po yung time nila kasi magsasalubong nga po sila. Okay? Now, we're going to represent the problem using table para mas madali po nating maintindihan. So, sa first column, ilalagay po natin yung dalawang magta-travel. So, ano po yung dalawang magta-travel? Motorbike A and motorbike B. Okay? So, here, motorbike A and motorbike B. Then, ang kailangan po natin kapag travel or motion problem, we need rate, time, and distance. Okay? So, ano po yung rate ng motorbike A? Lagyan po natin yung table natin. So, ang motorbike A, ang rate po niya ay 40 kph. So, ilagay po natin dito, 40 km per hour. At motorbike B is 35. So, motorbike B is 35 km per hour. Now, what is the time? So, wala pong time na indicated sa problem kasi ito po yung ating hinahanap. Okay, so we let X time travel by motorbike A and B. Kaya, yung time po ng A and B ay pareho pong X. Okay? And the distance, wala pong naka-indicate na distance traveled by motorbike A and motorbike B. So yung 225 kilometers, ito po yung distance nila sa isa't isa. Hindi po ito yung na-travel ng motorbike A or ng motorbike B. Ito po yung distance nila sa isa't isa. Kaya paano po natin indicate yung distance? So ang distance po ay, we all know that the distance is rate times time. Since meron pong rate, yung motorbike A at meron pong time X, then pwede po natin kunin yung kanyang distance. Okay? So the distance for motorbike A is rate times time. So ang rate, time, ito multiply natin, 40 times X. Okay? For motorbike A, 40X. And for motorbike B, 35 times X. So 35X. Okay, mula po dito sa table natin ay makakapag-create po tayo ng equation. Okay, ito po yung ating equation. 40x plus 35x is equal to 225. Paano po nakuha? Ano po yung concept? Bakit po na-create itong equation na ito? So yung 40x, ito po yung distance ng motorbike A at yung distance naman ng motorbike B ay 35x. Now, since magsasalubong po yung dalawa, we are going to add the two distance. Ano po? Kapag pinag-plus natin yung distance ng motorbike A, 40x, at yung distance ng motorbike B, 35x, that is equal to 225. So, sa yung 225, ito po yung layo ng dalawang motorbike sa isa't isa. Okay, kaya ito po yung ating equation. Notice sa ating equation, isang variable lang po yung ating nailagay dito. Mean to say, hindi po natin mai-apply dito yung system of linear equation. So we can solve this one using linear equation in one variable. Okay, to solve, we can add 40x plus 35x. kasi pareho po silang variable na x. So we can add the numerical coefficient. 40 plus 35 is 75, then yung variable x. So 75x is equal to copy 225. To solve for x, divide po natin sa 75 to cancel 75. Okay? So, pag nag-divide tayo ng 75 sa left ng equal sign, we divide also 75 sa right ng equal sign. So, ang matitira po dito ay x is equal to 225 divided by 75 is equal to 3. So, x is equal to 3 here. Again, ano yung x? Time. Okay, time travel by motorbike A and B. So, yan na po yung ating computation kasi yun lang naman po ang hinahanap ng problem. The two motorcycle will meet after 3 hours. Kasi 3 po yung nakalagay at ang time po dito ay hours. Kaya ang 3 po, ang unit po niya ay hour. Okay? Okay, to end up the discussion, here is your activity. Let's see how you understand the lesson. Okay, magbibigay po ako ng isang problem. Pwede po ninyong i-post yung video na ito. Try to solve at pag meron na po kayong sagot, baka pwede po ninyong i-share sa amin by just typing your answer on the comment section below. Tingnan po natin kung tama yung sagot ninyo. Okay? And this is the problem. Train A leaves station 1 and travels east at 50 kilometers per hour, and train B leaves at the same time and travels west at 60 kilometers per hour. How long will it take before they are 275 kilometers apart? Okay. So kung yung last problem na discuss natin ay magkasalubong, ito naman po ay magkalayo o papunta sa magkaibang direksyon. So how are we going to solve this problem? So again, pwede po ninyong i-post and then solve at share po ninyo sa amin yung inyong sagot. Salamat sa panonood mga anak. I hope that you learned how to solve problems involving uniform motion problems. So see you on my next discussion about solving mixture problems.